Hi guys, and welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we're going to talk about Harmony, a blockchain that was great, was hyped during the last bull run, but right now is just a step away from dying. And that's the reality. That's something that we should take in account, and we should understand how to behave, because some protocol is looking normal, but the reality is that it is not. And many of them are also just a step away from dying. So we will talk about everything together. Just let me say that if you want to stay always updated with the latest news about DeFi, remember that you can follow us also on Twitter, Telegram, where every day we post the top 10 stories about cryptos and DeFi. Plus, we have just released also the weekly newsletter where every week we're publishing the insights about DeFi, cryptos, and so on. You can subscribe on Substack or just retrieve the link from the description below. That's a completely free service, so something that we are happy to share with you. Let me add also that if you enjoy this content, guys, please remember to leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment. That's something that really means a lot to us and can really help us. And obviously, as always, remember that what we do into this channel is about educational content. Nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but do always your own research first. Okay, let's try to summarize what happened. I will share with you into the description below also this link that is a great way to recapitulate everything that has happened in the last couple of weeks, because as you can see also from this summary, the June 23, an attack to the main bridge on Harmony happened. And through this attack, the attacker has stolen something like 100 million. The point is that a major part of it was composed by ETH. So in this moment when the price of ETH is increasing, it means that the damage that has been done by this attacker is much higher than the evaluation that was made at that point. At that point, we had something like 100 million. Unfortunately, right now, it is much higher, and it is probably around 130, 140. I don't have the exact number, but remember, the more ETH is going up, even worse is getting the overall situation. Since the attack, almost 1 month has gone. Unfortunately, we still don't have a plan, a recovery plan. As you can see from the last announcement, they are saying that they are finalizing it, but it is taking longer than what has been anticipated. What appears quite clear is that this money are really important for the protocol. This protocol, compared maybe to other protocols, like for example what happened to Wormhole. Do you remember that attack? That attack was able to drain a lot of liquidity, but in that case the amount of money, it wasn't a problem, because VCs that were behind that project was able to inject enough liquidity immediately. Unfortunately, this is something that is not happening here, and there is also no way that they can cover it with any kind of treasury using the token one. Just to give you an idea, talking about 130 million of damage, it means almost half of the fully diluted valuation of one. So it means that the impact on this blockchain could be so high, and that's the reason that we are so close to the final stop, unfortunately. Just going around, you will see, first of all, I want to share with you the situation with the bridge. And what has been quite impressive to me is seeing that in the moment when you are accessing to it, the first message that you will receive is not about the hack, is not about the fact that the bridge in this moment is not working, because even if it looks like that it should work, it is not working, and only at the end of the process, because after this completely useless message, if you accept it and you start using the bridge, at the end you will receive a message something like, sorry guys, but after the attack the bridge is not working anymore, we are trying to find a solution. And that's something that is quite worrying. Why? Because it simply means that the team is so messed up that they don't have any ability enough resources to manage the overall communication. And communication in a so delicate moment is something that is really important. Before going on and looking also to the reaction to the different protocols, what I want to highlight is the consequence of having an attack to a bridge. A bridge is simply a way to move funds from one blockchain to another blockchain. In this case, we had a bridge that was connecting mainly Ethereum to one. The point is that in the moment when you are moving assets that are existing on another blockchain, let's say for example ETH, but the same applies to any stablecoin that has been issued on a specific blockchain, let's say Ethereum in this case. In the moment when you ask to a bridge to move your funds from the origin, in this case Ethereum, bringing them to one, what the bridge is doing is simply taking your original assets, depositing them into their smart contracts, and giving you a token, a wrapped token, that is simply representing the liquidity is still locked into the smart contract. So the tokens that you are using into the blockchain, in this case Harmony, so we are talking about Ethereum for example, but also USDC that has been coming from the bridge, are not the real coin, are not the real crypto, are just a token that is representing another liquidity. The point is that in this moment when the smart contract has been drained by all the liquidity, it means that that token is representing nothing, because inside the smart contract there is no liquidity, so there is no way that your assets, that you will be able to bring your assets back to Ethereum and sell them. That's something that is really important. On the other side, remember that this kind of analysis, it doesn't apply to any kind of asset that is inside the Harmony blockchain, because there are assets like, for example, one that are native from the blockchain of Harmony. So the asset one, it is something that you can still move, for example, from Harmony, moving to Binance in order to sell it and in order to have some kind of exit liquidity. Remember, obviously, that we will have an exit liquidity until when the project is still alive. In the moment when the project will die, and in this moment, it really depends on what kind of plan they will be able to develop, to release in order to recover from this situation. And I don't know what will happen. If the plan will be great, yes, we will have some kind of future, and maybe the blockchain can revamp again and can start again pushing. Otherwise, it is really difficult, because the reality is that it's not only a problem that is affecting the bridge, but if we have a problem to a bridge, the whole ecosystem is affected, because all the assets that are into this ecosystem are simply fake assets, are not assets that are backed by any real asset. The Ethereum that we are seeing that is coming from the Horizon Bridge is just an ETH that has a value of 0 or almost. A bad sign, unfortunately, has been also the fact that Harmony has started offering at the beginning just 1 million as a bounty. Quite a low bounty, so it is just also another demonstration that probably they don't have enough liquidity to offer a higher bounty. They have also increased this kind of bounty just a couple of days later, and as you can see here, just around 1 week they have offered 10 million as a bounty in order to receive back the whole funds. But also in this case, this kind of management is not a sign of an ecosystem that is a healthy ecosystem. Obviously, in this moment, the situation is really delicate. Another thing that you should take in account is the destiny of the different protocols. In this case, for example, we are talking about Tranquil Finance that is working finely. I was working with it just a moment ago just to test it. As you can see, I have deposited $2 and just to test how it was working, and it is working quite fine. Even if you check their Twitter account, they are saying, guys, it would be better if you were simply withdrawing your assets, because after what happened to the Horizon Bridge, most of them are not having any kind of value anymore. So we are having a really delicate situation. The point is that if anything happens to the one blockchain, also the Tranquil Finance protocol is at risk of dying. And the consequences also to the price of Tranquil are not yet evident, for the simple reason that if you go here, for example, and just check the Trank token, you will see that the price hasn't suffered so much. It is just almost at the same value that it was before the hack, for the simple reason that the majority of the liquidity, it is only into the blockchain on the Harmony blockchain. Also, in this case, pay attention that for all these tokens, the situation is really delicate. If the Harmony blockchain will not be able to solve the problem, there is no way that these protocols will be able to recover. Personally, I will simply swap them, and I will try to find out some kind of exit liquidity, maybe using one as the vector in order to go from the Harmony blockchain to somewhere else in order to sell, and having a real liquidity that has a real value. The same applies to all the stable coins. We have seen also USDC going up almost to $5. The reality is that that kind of $5 are just fake dollars, and until we don't have a full plan, a full recovery plan by the Harmony team, we don't know what will be the destiny. Last part of the story is represented by Defi Kingdoms. That was the main protocol into the Harmony blockchain, even if it was already working also on other blockchain, and they are working on Avalanche. And here they are sharing a whole statement about this story. But what is quite peculiar is that even checking their Twitter account, you will not see many news about the attack. They are much more concentrated to what they are doing or to what they are developing, and they don't care so much about, or at least that was my personal feeling, but maybe I'm wrong. They don't care so much about the destiny of Harmony, because they know that the situation is quite delicate. In any case, I will leave also the link to this tweet by DeFi Keynote. Is just summarizing the situation by their side. So just to give you a final thought, in my opinion, the situation at this point is really critical, and I don't know if they will able to survive and to recover from it. Remember that if you have the opportunity, it would be better just finding an exit liquidity, at least for the moment. Maybe in the future you can come back if the protocol, if the Harmony blockchain will be able to recover and to start a new path. At this point, the situation is awful. So it is much better to stay safe and pay attention, because there are not so many communication. If you go on Tranquil Finance, there is any official statement into the landing page. The same applies to the Horizon by Harmony, the bridge, and so on. So pay attention. If you have the opportunity, it's better to just leave and to wait from outside. And let me know what you think about the Harmony blockchain. Is there still a future for them or not? Let me know it in the comment section below. Guys, remember to follow us also on Twitter, Telegram if you want to receive daily updates. We post the top 10 stories every day. Plus, subscribe to our newsletter. You can find the link in the description below. It is completely free. And guys, remember, if you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe to this channel, to leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment. It really means so much to us. Thank you guys for following me, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.